Welcome back to our last material for this semester. We are now in week 15, everyone. As you can see over here, this is the video for English 2 for Diploma 3 KU31201. And for this last material for this semester, we're going to talk about the computers in education. And this is going to be our second part of this discussion and our last material for this semester. So let us check the topic for this week. So as you can see over here, our agenda today will be talking about the computer use in online learning, and then we also talk about the assignment 2, and then we're also going to have a look at the final test information. So let's have a quick review first from last week's material. Because this is our last meeting, everyone, so I would like to know how you have progressed during the second semester. With this question, how have you progressed during the second semester? I would like to know whether you have progressed quite extensively, or whether you actually progress a bit slower this semester, or maybe you have something to be concerned about. Like, for example, I have issues with the listening skill, but I am improving in the reading skill, and etc. Okay, so I want you to post this answer for this question in the YouTube comment. And for the notes, everyone, there will be no more discussion in the discussion forum, so you don't need to post anything in the discussion forum for this week. Okay, but you need to post in the YouTube comment for this question. So how have you progressed during the second semester? You can tell it in general, or you can also make it specific to one skill and the other skill that you need to improve. Okay, so that's just a quick review for the materials. And then a quick warm-up for the discussion today. I have a question. Have you ever done any online discussion with your classmates? And if yes, what is it for? Because at the end of this meeting, at the end of this material, we're going to discuss a bit about online discussion, and then this is also related to your second assignment. Therefore, I would like to know whether you have done any online discussions or not, and then if yes, what is it for? Yeah, so keep your answer. We will discuss this answer later in our practicum session. Now, we will talk about some of these words or vocabulary, the target vocabulary that we are going to discuss for this week, which is the first one is vision and vision, advances, virtual, virtually, net generation. So my question for you, because last week we were talking about classification of word, whether it's a noun, adjective, adverb, or verb. Then looking at the material last week and the question this week, what do you think the class of these words? Is it adjective, adverb, verb, or also noun? Okay, so to make it easier for you to decide which one is what, probably the best way to do it is by making it into a sentence. Therefore, it will be easier for you to identify whether the function of the sentence, the function of this word is an adjective, adverb, verb, or a noun. Okay, so these words are very important to know, especially for our topic for this week, because we are going to talk about education, okay, computers in education. So now we will talk about the topic of study from home. So as you can see over here, there are there's one application. I think this is quite prominent right now, Ruang Guru, and the other one is e-learning podcast. So these platforms are quite prominent right now. Maybe not for higher education students, but for what we call junior and senior high school students. Most of them would use this application, and you also have some platforms that are very common to be used for during this online teaching and online learning. Therefore, you can also mention about the application that you often use for your learning, for your home learning. So, in relation to that, I want you to have a look at this reading, everyone. There is a topic about learning better in online or offline. Yeah, so have a look at this reading. So, click on the link that I have provided for you. If you cannot click on this video link, then you can go to the material this week, and then after that, go to the link that is available in the slide, and then check the material. Yeah, so after you have you check the reading text that we have for today, I want you to have a look at the comprehension questions. There are 3 that I'm providing over here. So the first one is, what are some advantages of online learning? And then, what media can support online learning? And in your experience so far during these 2 semesters, do you experience the benefit of online learning like what is stated on the reading? If yes, why? What? If no, how? Why is not? Okay, so explain your answer. So please prepare these questions because we're going to discuss it later in the practicum session, everyone. Now we will talk about the discussion. So as my warm-up question to you is about online discussion, then I'm going to bring a little bit about what is a discussion and why discussion is very important as part of learning. So discussion is very important, particularly in learning, because it helps the students to process information rather than simply receive it. So you have time to digest it and then giving feedback to it. So that is actually the importance of discussion. Okay, and then the goal of a discussion is to get students to practice thinking about the course material. And then because you are not only discussing for yourself, then you can actually see how other students or how other people think about this particular topic, for example. Yeah, so it's a very good way of learning in any discipline. So not only for one particular topic, let's say for language, not only for language, but also for other disciplines. So now we will be talking about delivering your opinion in group discussion. So of course, when you are having a discussion, it's either in partner, pair discussion, group discussion, or classroom discussion. Now, I noticed that it is quite unlikely to do a classroom discussion because we are in a big classroom and we are in online situation at the moment. Therefore, we're going to have a look at how you deliver your opinion in group discussion. So a group discussion involves gathering people from similar background or experiences to discuss a specific topic of interest, to investigate perceptions, attitudes, beliefs, opinions, or ideas. So in this case, we're going to have a look at a topic about online learning, and then you're going to talk about it with your classmates. And because you are from similar backgrounds, I would say because you are from the same class and you're experiencing online learning at the moment, then it is quite likely for us to do this group discussion. Yeah. Now, how are you going to deliver your opinion in group discussion? Of course, this is not your first time, I reckon, delivering opinion in group discussion. So just make sure that each participant needs to deliver their viewpoints and the rationale, the reason behind their opinions in good manner. So the first thing that you need to know that everyone needs to discuss or needs to have the time to talk. Okay, and then they need to talk, they need to deliver their opinion and the reason behind their opinion, and it's also in a good manner. So some people, when they want to deliver their opinions, they tend to become a bit impolite when delivering their opinion to others and kind of force their opinion to others, and that's not good. Okay, so yeah, so that's something that people need to know when delivering their opinions. And as the disclaimer, everyone, it's supposed to be each participant. Sorry about that. So now, after you're doing an online discussion, then what we will do, we're going to have a summary of a group discussion. So what are some considerations in making a summary for a group discussion? So there is no new point taken up after you've done the group discussion. So you cannot add any more information when making a summary. So the summary is merely based on the group discussion. You cannot add more when you make a summary. Okay, and then after that, it's not only for one person point of view. So it's holistics. It's based on A, B, C, and D, based on all the members. And then it's not dwell only one side of the group discussion. So let's say, for example, we're talking about the benefits and the advantage and disadvantage. So you only go to the discussion of the advantages, while the other while there's a question about disadvantage. So it needs to see the whole part of the discussion and the topic. And the other one is it should be brief and concise, and it should incorporate all the important points that is spoken. So therefore, we are not going to have an online discussion in the class, because I know it's going to take a quite extensive, a lot of time to do it. Therefore, we're going to make it in as part of our assignment. So our second assignment is going to be an online discussion. So in a group of 5, so 5 students in one group, I want you to discuss the following topic: how teacher and students make better online learning. So I want to know how your opinion in making online learning better. Okay, from the perspective for the teacher and also for the students. So that's what you will do for number 1. And then the second one, I want you to record your video of online group discussion and then upload it in the Google Drive and submit your video link through eCourse. And then for the other information about the scoring, the rubric, you can have a look. It is available in our campus information system. And the deadline for assignment 2, it will be at the end of this week, which is going to be, I'm not making it into Friday, but I'm making it to Saturday at 5 o'clock. So you still have time until Saturday at 5 o'clock to make an online discussion with your friends. So there will be 5 students in one group making an online discussion, and then record this online discussion and then upload it, and then submit the link to the eCourse. Yeah. So that will be actually our last material for this week and for this semester. So the last thing that I'm going to explain to you is about our finals test. So I think I have mentioned this quite often in the class, in our synchronous meeting, that our final test format, it will be in a form of speaking test. So it will be divided into 3 parts. So there will be word pronunciation, reading comprehension, and then after that grammar and vocabulary in context. And then each student will have a synchronous test with me. So it will be one-to-one synchronous test. And each student will be allocated 6 minutes for this final test. And then the Zoom link will be shared before the test. So the schedule for the final test is based on what is released by the academic. So everyone, I want you to be ready for this final test. And that is actually going to bring me to the end of our material this week, everyone. Thank you very much for your participation, for your cooperation for this semester. And for the last one, I would like to wish you all the best for your exam and keep calm and do your best for the final test. Last but not least, I hope to see you in the practicum session in our last meeting for this semester. And see you everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.